Got it.
Hello, everyone. We're so grateful that you're on joining us today. My name is Susie Cruz. I'm a registered nurse and a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. And today, Leah and I are here to be sharing with you about our mission, which is to inspire healthy living around the world, and really how making one simple change can make a big difference in your overall health. So it was 20 years ago when I started my journey and started learning more about plants and prevention, because when I was in nursing school, I studied about drugs and disease, but not about how, food can really help to heal our bodies. And so it got me started on this journey, learning more, really delving into, what plants do for our health, and making that one simple change by adding Juice Plus to my diet has really made a difference in my overall health. And so, Leah, what about you? I'm so grateful that you asked me to join you.
Yes, thank you, everyone. My name is Leah Cruz. I am a holistic chef and plant-based health coach. I have been plant conscious for over 20 years now, and I think that Juice Plus is a great addition to what we're already eating, and it's a great way to simply add in more fruits and veggies every day.
Oh, that's great. Good. Well, before we get started, or as I'm telling you this message, we're going to tell a little bad news first, because when you look at the state of America today and the world, we're finding 1 in 4 people are dying of heart disease. 1 in 2 women and 1 in 3 men will develop cancer. 1 in 3 will have diabetes by the year 2050, and 1 in 5 children are obese. And again, these statistics were not okay with me. I was a pediatric nurse for a number of years, and when my first job was working with kids with cancer, and we had one wing in the hospital that was for cancer kids, right? And now we're seeing whole hospitals that are just designed for kids with cancer. So as we know, disease is happening earlier and earlier in life, and when we're seeing children getting diseases that adults are getting, that's just some startling statistics. So we have to be aware of what's happening. We also know that our children are more harmed by poor diet than exposure to drug, alcohol, and tobacco combined. So, and what about in our environment? We're seeing toxins in our environment. We all know that there's pollution, but there's also things that are in our prescription drugs, over-the-counter drugs, chemicals, pesticides, water contaminants, and even in our hair and skin products. So those things are really affecting us and creating lots of toxins internally as well. But so is our food. More than 50% of what Americans eat is processed foods. I say that we should be shopping the perimeter of the grocery store, which is where all the fruits and vegetables are. But many of us stay in between the lines there, where we're seeing a lot of those processed foods that are full of synthetics and flavor enhancers and growth hormones, pesticides, trans fats, and the like. So again, what we can eat is so important. But again, too, we try to eat healthy, right? But we're seeing, even like with broccoli, it's losing 50 to 80% of the key nutrients even before you purchase it. And I don't know about you, but I was cutting up some vegetables yesterday, and I opened up this bag of broccoli, and it just had that smell to it. And oh my gosh, what did they put on here to try to preserve that? You look at the expiration date, but I don't even know, folks, and you know what I'm talking about. So getting something that's fresh and raw right when it's picked is so important. Okay, so what are those steps that we can do? What's those one simple change that we can do to become healthier? Well, as we all know, we should be moving our bodies every day. Our bodies were designed to move. How about sleeping 7 to 8 hours a day? That's when our bodies are repairing and restoring. Managing stress, thinking about deep breathing and ways that we can kind of take some things off of our plate to have more time. Drinking water is so important. About half of our body weight in ounces of water every day, because that helps, again, to flush toxins out of our system. Using safer products environmentally is important. But what we're going to focus on today is about eating real food, eating whole food. And I'm not talking about the whole bag of potato chips, folks. I'm talking about whole plants, whole food nutrition. Okay. Because we know that over 75% of diseases are preventable with good nutrition. So that's fruits and vegetables, folks. That's the bottom line. And why is that? Well, because of a lot of things that are going on. We talked about these toxins earlier. Well, they're creating a lot of what we call oxidative stress in our bodies. Even exercising, you exercise, you're creating what we call free radicals. And those free radicals, if they're not reduced or eliminated, turn into oxidative stress, which again turns into disease and aging. But the good news is if we flood our bodies with more antioxidants, that helps to counteract those oxidative stress. And you're finding those in fruits and vegetables, okay? So look at that apple by chance. What you see on the left-hand side is an apple. When you cut it, it gets exposed to oxygen and it's gonna die, right? But if you load it up with lemon, which is an antioxidant, that will help to protect it and keep it healthy.
And everyone always asks me, how do you stay so young? Fruits and veggies.
That's right. That's for sure, Leah. I know that for sure. So, and this is another thing too, back in Time Magazine of 2003, when I saw this, the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you, but that they are so good for you, they could save your life. Okay.
Very important.
So little did I know, it's so important. Little did I know that this, was the missing piece to our medical care, right? Is by adding more fruits and vegetables and look at the nutrition that really helps to heal our bodies. So we should be having 7 to 13 servings every day. And in fact, if you're an athlete, you should have 16 to 18. And a serving is about a fistful. So let's just consider like getting like 10 fistfuls a day, right? If we could even do that. But again, too, we know that the quality is not there because the produce is picked so early before all the nutrition. Look at that bananas. I mean, I went and bought bananas yesterday. And again, you pick the bananas and think, well, they're going to ripen on the shelf. But no, they need to stay connected to the vine to get the nutrition, right? And we're seeing, too, that they're transported thousands of miles. I mean, even they know in the state of Washington, they actually, refrigerate these apples up to 2 years, to be able to preserve those. Oh gosh. But we know too, we're not eating enough and we're not getting the rainbow and the variety. So again, that's why we need to have so many every day in our bodies. In fact, they say now half of our plate full of fruits and vegetables at every meal. Okay. So start chewing for sure is right. But many of us turn to multivitamins and think, well, gosh, I'll just take a multivitamin. That should really supply everything I need. But I'm going to show you the difference between a multivitamin and eating the whole food. And a multivitamin has just few isolated nutrients, but an apple actually has about 10,000 phytonutrients. Those are plant nutrients that work together in synergy. So when you take a bite of that apple, the body knows what to do with it because it's food, because God designed foods for our bodies, right? Yep. And research shows that an isolated vitamin could do more harm than good. So let's look at the ingredients. So here's your vitamin versus what's in your whole food, the apple. We know about 450 known ingredients in an apple. So there's even more things in an apple that we haven't even discovered. So eating the whole food is so important. What I love about this community is that I have learned so much through the resources that we provide. We've got cookbooks, we've got, shred guides. I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. We've got a Start Strong for Kids program. I mean, we're really trying to provide you these free online resources to help support you in whatever your health goals are too. And you have people like Leah and I here today that are here to also support you in any way that you want. Yep. But that's a good thing to know, okay? That we're here to support you, all right? So let's talk a little bit about what Juice Plus is. You heard Leah and I talk about that in the beginning, that we got started. Actually, I did over 20 years ago. And what I loved is that Juice Plus was just a great way to kind of bridge the gap or fill in those missing pieces, because even today, I mean, the difference between what I know that I should do and what I'm doing, there's always a gap. Yeah. And so adding these 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries to my diet every day has made a huge difference. I mean, I'm in my mid 60s. This is all that I take, as I just eat Juice Plus, and then I've started incorporating some of those other lifestyle changes. But as Juice Plus, it's actually whole foods that are harvested at the peak of ripeness. So all the nutrition is intact. So you're waiting till that gets ready to pick. Okay, we know a lot of the farmers that grow our produce as well, which I think is really peace of mind for me. The produce is actually pulverized. It's not juiced. So they're using the skin and the seeds. And then it's dried into powders at low temperatures. So you're not losing those active nutrients and the active enzymes. The plant powders are then put into a capsule or a delicious chewable. And it even has that omega blend. We have a full spectrum of plant-based omegas, and they're not, fishy. It's not from the fish. So that's an important thing of that. So let's look at a picture of what's really in the Juice Plus. So here's the fruit, the vegetable, and the berry blend. Look at that. Talk about a rainbow of in your diet every day. And each one of those plants work in a different organ in your body. So again, talk about the synergy of action, everything working together, and the body knows the nutrients that can heal our bodies. So when I got started, my oldest was going off to college. I had 2 kids still at home. They were athletes, and I noticed my daughters and my kids when they were in college too, they didn't get sick as often. And for me too, I probably in the last 20 years have been sick maybe 5 times with ear infections. I mean, just random things. So knowing, and even as we're moving into the cold and flu season, what a great way to be strengthening your immune system with all these nutrients. So I just love how I feel, the peace of mind. I like to tell people I'm a regular woman. That's all good too, because flooding your body with more fruits and vegetables helps to cleanse your body and detox too. So this has been just a wonderful addition for us.
And one thing too is, just to requote the one simple change, a lot of people have come to me over the last 10 years even, well, where do I begin? And I look at this as like, here's an easy way to begin. You don't have to worry about, what do I cook? What is a recipe? What do I eat? Start adding this in. I mean, it's definitely changed my life as a health coach, and also within my health, because even though I know, what to eat and how to counteract oxidative stress, not a lot of people do. And it takes the guesswork out and how to begin. So it's definitely amazing.
That's a really good point. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at about these omegas too. Omegas are good for our heart, our brain, our joints, our skin, and our eyes. So wouldn't you want to have this also in addition to taking those 30 fruits and vegetables and berries? And I love that everything is cold pressed. It's a vegan capsule. And those are some of the oils that we're using in the seeds as well. So we go straight to the oil rather than to the fish. And this has been an amazing thing. And I love it watching my grandkids. I mean, they just chew these things or swallow them. They're easy. So all of this is safe for children of all ages. Okay. So we also have what we call the Juice Plus Complete Shakes. And this is actually our micronutrition. We talk about the fruits and vegetables and berries being, this is macronutrition. And the Juice Plus is our micronutrition. So this can be used as a meal replacement or pre or post workout shake. I drink one every morning for breakfast and maybe even have an additional one at lunch. You can, put it in a blender, put different fruits and vegetables in there. Great way to get some kale and spinach in your diet as well. But as you can see, it also has some other great ingredients like 13 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber. It's all low glycemic. So it's great for people if you're diabetic, gluten and dairy free, and non-GMO ingredients as well, as it's vegan. So anyway, we love this. You can put it in pancakes or make, complete balls, but add it to anything and it's delicious. So
and like raw vegan treats.
Yeah, it is a raw vegan treat, right? For you, raw vegan chef, Leah, right? Good. Yeah. But let's look about the uniqueness of Juice Plus. It has actually a food label. Okay. It doesn't say supplement. So if you would, as you get your Juice Plus, you'll see it says food, no additives. It's vegan, kosher, gluten, dairy free, and it's made with non-GMO ingredients. It also is kosher. It's NSF certified, meaning that what's in the product is actually on the label. There's no contaminants. It's safe for Olympic athletes of all sorts. We've had some Olympic athletes use Juice Plus as their nutritional support. And the best part as a nurse, I love that it's the most research brand name nutritional product in the world today. But Leah, what about you? I mean, what else, how this affected your overall health?
So at first, as I told you before, I was skeptical about the product, and I'm just happy to share my personal experience with it. I had an elbow injury, and after taking the 4 capsules with the omega, my inflammation went away in my elbow. I mean, I've had it for several months, and for those that know how active I am, it definitely helped heal that. I also took the juice, what is it, the green vegetable blend,
Mhm.
and I had eaten something that probably was contaminated with some animal derivative. And after taking 4 capsules for 2 days, it totally helped flush all that out, and I felt better the next day. And I encourage everybody to try it, give it a try, and you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, that's great. You know, and I think Leah too, for you being such a plant-based eater anyway, and I know that journey started, what you said, 20 years ago, you know, when you really started flooding your body with more plants, and then to see that even this, as much as you try to be so-called perfect, we're not, none of us are perfect, but this
Yeah.
was a great way to fill that in too, right?
And then in 1999, I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. I was vegetarian prior, and I stopped eating meat uh, right out of high school. I slowly got rid of eating meat-based products.
Mhm.
And even back then, I thought I was, oh my God, I'm healthy, I'm working out, and I still was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Animal protein is not easily digestible, which causes inflammation. And this is a great way to add in more fruits and veggies. I healed myself going plant-based, actually going raw for a few years, juicing, smoothies, herbs. Plant food is medicine, and we can heal our bodies. God gave us the tools to do so, and if we just keep, you know, feeding our bodies with nutritional products, you know, your body can heal itself no matter what it
Mhm.
is. And I
Mhm.
firmly believe that. I'm here
Mhm.
today because of it, and
That's right.
I think that this is just a great way to add in more fruits and veggies.
That's great. That's great. And the research, you know, is so important. And so let's look at some of those leading hospitals and universities that are doing research on Juice Plus. And we call this gold standard. And you can see there, what is the gold standard method? Well, these research studies are randomized, they're double blind, placebo controlled, crossover, tested on the product itself on humans, okay, which is good, and then they're published in peer-reviewed journals. And it's
And not
really,
animals.
yeah, that's right. And it's really hard to get published in actually a peer-reviewed journal. So, but universities around the world, I mean, look at this. We've got Brigham Young, King's College in England, University of Birmingham in England, Cambridge, Germany, but also University of Texas, MD Anderson, and just Wake Forest, Yale University. So just know that these leading hospitals are doing research on Juice Plus. And what has research shown? Things like it contributes to cardiovascular wellness. They're seeing less constriction of arteries after eating high-fat meals. It was helping to keep the endothelial lining really healthy, okay? A healthy inflammatory response. Leah talked about that a little bit earlier too. The inflammation is the cause of a lot of our diseases today. Supports healthy cholesterol, healthy lung function, skin and gums, our immune system, healthy DNA, reduces that oxidative stress as we talked earlier. So we're not seeing as much aging, and we're seeing more repair in our bodies. And then knowing that it's 100% absorbed in our bodies, so you're not just getting expensive urine like you would if you took a multivitamin. So again, just know that you can be safe. And this to me really supports me and gives me that peace of mind that, you know, this product is researched, and so I know what it's doing in my body. But we know by this quote by Dr. Richard Du Bois, He says there is nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. So I love that we have many doctors that are supporting what we're doing here as well. Okay.
Absolutely.
And we even have another fun research on children. Okay. So kids ages 4 through full-time college students can have Juice Plus for free as with a paying adult sponsor. I mean, this is amazing to see that 60% were missing fewer school, 56% were taking fewer over-the-counter drugs, 71% drinking more water, 66% were visiting the doctor less, 71% were consuming less fast food and soft drinks, and then 61% were eating more fruits and vegetables. Oh my gosh. I mean, not only did they notice this in the children, but also the adults taking the Juice Plus. And I have to say that I've just craved more fruits and vegetables. I stopped drinking Diet Coke, and I'm just made more aware of what it is that I'm putting into my body. And I have to say, I've got 10 grandkids, and all those grandkids were on Juice Plus throughout pregnancy and now. And I just see them craving more fruits and vegetables, and I'm grateful for that.
And it is safe for babies to take this. You can just open up the capsules and add it into their food.
Absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. So we say it's from the womb to the tomb. You know, I've got my 89-year-old mother who's also taking Juice Plus too. And I mean, she looks amazing. I mean, her skin and everything, you wouldn't believe that she's that old.
Right, and just for record, for recording purposes, you know, this year I'll be 47, and you know, again, the power of plant-based lifestyle and eating, I think it's so important. Let food be thy medicine, as you've heard, and we all heard, and you are what you eat, you know, so consume things that are healthful, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's so great. Yeah, knowing that we're touching not only our lives, but also those that we love too, for sure. And then we also have another fun product called our Tower Garden.
Love
Juice Plus is the future of nutrition. We like to say the Tower Garden is the future of growing. And you can grow your produce on your patio, indoors, with 98% less water, 90% less space. It was also researched at the University of Mississippi, where they compared a soil garden to the Tower Garden Flex produce that was grown by Juice Plus. They saw 30% more yield, 3 times faster, and it's safe and nutritious. I mean, talk about organic food. And now we have
growing your own food.
Oh, I know, right? This is plant-based. And you have it right there in the dead of winter, right? You can grow this inside. We've got the Tower Garden Home unit, which is a smaller unit. Those are the grow lights. My grandkids, they have this in their school, and we just got a chance to see it yesterday. And the science teachers are seeing this as a wonderful program for kids. We've got these in nursing homes, but to have these safe in your home, you can grow anything from any lettuces, you know, celery, tomatoes, I mean, and the like. Okay.
And it doesn't take a lot of space, which is awesome for those that have no yard, who live in a small apartment. If you're concerned about space requirements, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And I know Leah's getting ready to open hers up in her place as well. So
Yes.
in the St. Louis area, come and visit.
I'll be sharing that soon.
There we go. That's exciting, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
We talked a little bit about some of the materials that we have available. And, you know, a lot of people want some type of a program on how to get started. As Leah mentioned, this is a super easy, one simple change. But gosh, using the Juice Plus products with the complete, we have a kind of 10 guidelines that we follow, where we're looking to eliminate or reduce some of the gluten and dairy and sugars in our diet, be supported in that, and using some different recipes and things that you can do to start, you know, getting more towards that plant-based or more towards that healthy lifestyle. So, and really what I noticed too, when I follow these guidelines, I am getting rid of more toxins and noticing some habits that I've been doing that I want to change up too. So again, I'm excited to share that another time with you all. Okay. And you know what? I think Juice Plus, it's so simple, it's easy, it's convenient. I hope you can see that. But now, most importantly, it's so affordable. For less than a cup of gourmet coffee, you can have this in your body, and to know that day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, for 20 years, I've had this flooding in my body all these times. And I think when you look to make investment, any kind of investment, you want to have a good return for your investment. And I have to say that this is a good return for my investment in my overall health. And I'd like to say that I'm worth it, right? And you are too, Leah.
Absolutely. The best investment is our health, because without it, we won't be able to do anything.
That's so true. So, so true. So you might say, well, what is it? Where should I get started? You know, and we've got a couple choices. You know, first of all, and options might be to just to become a customer and go ahead and get that product ordered right away for yourself. Or maybe think about, gosh, as you're hearing this presentation today, you're like, I could think of another couple of friends and families that may want to get started as well. And so you might want to partner with us on this mission of inspiring healthy living. And maybe thirdly, maybe even start sharing it with a few more people or developing a team to even get it out to more and more people with a side income. You know, I know when I started earning over $1,000 a month, my husband's like, okay, Susie, we're going to get started together. And he wanted to join me and started sharing it with more people as well. So just know that that's an option. But whatever it might be, we're so grateful that you took the time to listen to this today. And please just get back with us. And if there's something here that interested you or you want more clarification, I know that we're here for you with that. So Leah, anything else you want to share?
Yeah, and as I'll be posting the link with this video on all my social media. And going back to the group coaching, I'm definitely going to create, for those who are, you know, purchasing Juice Plus, I'm going to create a group coaching for free. Normally people pay me to coach them, and I just wanted to offer it complimentary for those who order.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, it's a delight time to join with you all today. And I hope that you find something that was interesting to you to really make that one simple change.
Absolutely.
So thanks again.
Thank you, everybody. See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.